What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled Fix My Life Lie Detector Review. So every now and then I watch Fix My Life. I talked about it a time or two on my channel. So there's one that just happened with the part 2. Basically, a mother had been lying to her daughters that their father was molesting them. They had to take a lie detector. The lie detector said he was telling the truth. He didn't touch them. The lie detector said she was lying by saying that he touched them. One daughter loved her dad and was fighting for her dad her whole life. The other daughter was younger. So she hated her dad because what she was told, she believed it to be true. But she had a third daughter. I'm guessing the third daughter is about a different guy. You know, I was like, but the third daughter, you know, mama's girl in a sense. Irony is the guy got arrested. You know, the hospital said, you know, he didn't touch his daughter. The police report said he didn't touch his daughter. It was like, you know, the daughter, she said there was blood coming from the daughter's panties. The daughter had wound up having one of them red popsicles, and basically, I get it melted, leaked on her lap, and that's the mother went off. Now the mother, when she was 12, she got raped. So that's part of the backstory of her being so antsy about rape and molestation. But when told the truth, when the truth comes out, she still didn't want to believe it. Because she didn't like her children's father. So this was her way to get back at him. Now, the chain of events that this caused, of course, the whole family's broken because of this. You know, on top of that, the mother said, you know, she didn't want the oldest daughter. But as she says this, the daughter's like, you didn't want me. She was like, no, baby, you know, I just didn't want to have kids. Now, she got 3 kids. The oldest confronts the mother about you not wanting to have me. And she tells them, and twice I saw in that show, she said, I just didn't want to have kids at all. You had 3, and you keep reiterating you ain't want to have none of them. But you wanted them to hate their dad, though. Now, I'm not really going to get on the lady per se, the mother in this, because I'm using her as a reference. Because her tactics are no different than a lot of mothers' tactics over the last 20, 30, 40 years. And how it affects the children. See, those kids lost out on their daddy because of a lie. They're in their 20s and 30s. He's in his 50s. He couldn't have a relationship with his children because of a lie that their mother told. And one daughter's fighting for her daddy because she loves her daddy. The other girl's hating her daddy. So siblings, of course, are clashing. The other girl, you know, I think they have a different father. So she has a baby by the good guy. So she gets treated different. So she mothers her different. The oldest daughter wound up going to group homes and whatnot. And it seems like because she was on the side of her father, because she loved her father, she became an enemy of the state and with her mother and as a byproduct with her siblings. Because the beef between the siblings is based on lies the mother told. Not just the lie on the father. And this is what I mean by this is nothing new. You know, the mother kept getting caught up in lies. The daughter, you know, you said such and such. I said that? No, I didn't. And then one of the other daughters will go, yeah, ma, you did. Oh, and this is the problem that even the father had to address to the mother. See, that's the problem with lies. You can't keep up with them all. So over 2.5 decades go by of lie after lie after lie, and the mom is so mad that she don't realize what she don't really care what she's passed down to her daughters and how it affects her daughters' lives. Because now her daughters are grown women who have children. And now giving negativity to your children is normal. Even if you think you're protecting them. So this is problematic. You know. And this is the irony of it is part of this Me Too era that, you know, nobody addresses the starter of all these problems. Now the mother was upset because ultimately the mother felt like, you know, the father, she hated the father because the father knocked her out at a time. Now, she said she got beat up and dragged and black-eyed and punched in the street and this, that, and the third. And that's what she's been holding on to. Now, the irony of this story was how that man responded and how the children responded and how Iyanla responded. He leaned up, he said, because when she said all that stuff, he said, no, you lying. I'm going to tell you what it did do. I knocked you out once. And I told you from that point on, I'm not going to knock you out again. But from that point on, you continue to try me. You continue to start fights with me. Now, here's the problem. By the way she acts and by the things that she's done to her children, I'm pretty sure they looked at it like, lady, you've been raising hell from your own pain to the point where all your actions are justifiable. Because it was something that was done when they had the mother and father sit face to face. And the lie detector results there, Iyanla in the middle, the daughter's in the background. Father's there, you told the truth. Okay. Mother's there, you lied. What do you have to say about this? Her immediate answer, why didn't you fight harder for your kids? Now, a person who does stuff, who thinks like that, is probably the type of person that's going to get knocked out in public because they're doing a bunch of extra stuff. And she's mad that her and them two got into a fight way back in the day. And one of the daughters is violent. The oldest daughter, the one that rides with her daddy, she's violent. And this is where the mother and the daughter are on the same page. They're violent and they think they're right when they're violent. Even when they're wrong. Problem, right? So here's the thing. When she did that, Iyanla Vanzant had to pause and be like, what was he supposed to say or do to make you not believe the lie that you told yourself? And she just... And see, the way he put it to it was like, listen, I'm not accepting your apology. I can't forgive you. Because I know you're not sincere, and I know you knew this was a lie, and I know you went with it anyway. And to be perfectly honest, I got to agree with the guy. And I think the women as adults, they at some point understood, yeah, she was that angry that she decided to just destroy everybody's life. Now, whoever molested her, he's partially responsible for this. But at some point, she knew she was wrong and doing wrong and continued to do wrong. And this is one of the things about why I brought this up about, you know, tactics and what I spoke about Me Too, because the mother did something very interesting. When a girl was like 3 years old, she made the rape allegations. 10 years later, she sent the kids to be with their dad. Nobody with common sense, if you really believe somebody is a rapist or a child molester, is going, when these kids are teenagers, go send your daughters to a child molester. That's not going to happen. But, you know, that's when it's like, wait, what? And see, because I've seen this happen time and time again where a woman will get mad. And because she's mad, she goes too far because she can get away with it. See, the mother can't go to jail for this. The mother should be forgiven for her actions, basically, right? So this is the problem with this type of stuff. Mom got away scot-free. I mean, does anybody believe her? No. Does anybody rock with her? People are throwing slugs at her and shots at her in comment sections. But here's the problem. Just like we talk about the molesters in people's families that sit at the dinner table, it's a lot of mothers sitting at the table that's just like this lady. Your mama might be that lady. Your auntie might be that lady. Your sister might be that lady. Your grandmama might be that lady. And this is where it boils over into the male-female dynamic. Because these women get into relationships with men having this animosity and angst in lives that they live based on a lie. So, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around how you could be so callous to keep saying, look, I didn't want to have kids, but you kept having them. If you didn't want to have kids and you realized that with the first one, you had 2 more. You had 3. But you didn't want to have kids, but you treat the first one like you didn't like them. You use the second one as a weapon against their father. And the third one you loved above all and basically pitted all the kids against each other. That seems quite deliberate. So now the mother is stuck living with herself and her actions, because this is what happens where you put this lady on blast on television. And I got to commend her and I got to applaud her because she's taking the slugs for her bad behavior. But you know, it's a lot of y'all who are mothers and grandmothers and aunts right now that y'all sitting, y'all maybe just left church today and y'all, she's such a bad, that's you. And you know it's you. And you're going to hold up the same lie to say it's not you like she's been holding up, to act like she hasn't been doing what she's been doing. This is why this is so prevalent. This is part of the problems in society right now. Because the truth never dies. But part of these issues that men have with women in custody and all this other stuff is the depth of damage a mother can do by living a lie and creating lies and is protected by the system. He couldn't get his daughters. It was a false rape allegation, a false molestation allegation, and she still has good character enough to be considered a good mother. And look at the damages caused with her adult children, the damage that has trickled down to her grandchildren. But hey, what do I know? This is just me reviewing this and putting it in my context of how society works. So we out. Peace.